Hey guys, everybody saw my last video. I kind of bashed Predator a little bit because of their packaging uh, technique, strategy on their new pure chalk. But I had already bought the sample pack, and I'm like, well, even though I think that they just ripped me off, I'm going to try the chalk. I did not want to like this chalk. I wanted to be able to get on here and go, oh, and not only are they ripping us off with their packaging strategy, but it's also really crappy chalk. Fortunately, I can't do that. I'm not gonna lie. This is fantastic chalk. Every one of these is a fantastic chalk. Okay, I'm actually switching away from the Taom, and I'll get to why I'm gonna do that. But I didn't show the individual pieces of chalk in my other video. It comes in three different colors. The green is their hard chalk. This is a light blue, which is their soft chalk, and this is almost a light blue, which is their medium chalk. Somebody in my other video posted that he thought, or he had heard a rumor that uh, Taom was making these chalks for Predator. You know, they partnered together or whatever. That would explain a lot to me because these chalks are every bit as clean as the Taom chalks. And that was, for me, and for a lot of people, I guess, the big selling point for a Taom chalk was it wasn't going to market your cue ball, and you weren't going to get skids, kicks, or clings, whatever terminology you're going to use. It's not going to mark up your cue ball. It's also going to keep your hands clean, all this and that. All three of these chalks are very, very clean. Certainly can't say that about any of the other Predator chalks that have come out over the years, or most of the other chalks, period, that have come out over the years. But these are great. And I didn't want to be, oh, these are great, but they freaking are. And if I look at the soft, which is this light blue, and this is a Taom Pyro. This is the chalk I switched to right after Derby City. As far as I'm concerned, these are the same chalk. I am not a material science guy or anything. I'm not. I'm just not. But if these were shaped exactly the same, I couldn't tell a difference in the way that I play. Now, I didn't do a lot of experimenting and stuff. There's going to be plenty of science guys that can do that kind of stuff. Basically, what I did is I just played. And also, when I chalked over a dark surface so I could see the flakes, if there are any flakes. All of these Predator Pure chalks flake very little, just like all the Taom chalks flake very little. As far as I'm concerned, the soft and the pyro are the same chalk. For, if you like the octagon shape or you like the brown shape, that's your difference. That's your difference. What Where it got weird for me was in the hard and the mediums. They both play very, very clean. Like I said, they all play very clean. There's no spots on the cue ball. There's no dirtiness of the hands getting at. They play like the Taom chalks do. But right there's where the similarities ended for me. With my playing, my tip, I've got a little pro tip on the Southwest. These both play better than the Taoms, and the reason they do that is they're a little bit grippier, and maybe that's not a real word, but like I said, I'm not a material science guy. I'm a pool player, and I know what grippier means. And if you're watching this channel, you probably know what it means too. It's when I just go to put it on, it feels different than like the Taom V10 or the Taom Pyro. Just doing that, I have better coverage, easier coverage. But I'm just going to just shoot a stupid shot. And this is what I was doing, was just playing and just taking note of what I had to do. And then I'd really have to work at things and what happens. And I didn't have to work as hard because it's a grippier chalk. I could get the same amount of spin with the pyro, but I had to work at it just a little bit more. I had to work at it a little bit more with the pyro. And that's just what I noticed. So this medium is grippy, like master. This is what I played with for like 35 years. Uh, the play is almost identical to me. That is the very weird part to me. Play is almost identical. But this chalk is filthy, and this is, I don't know if I want to say spotless, but this is a very clean chalk. This is a quite dirty chalk. But this plays like I'm used to. It has, like, if, I don't know, all the best parts of Master, which is the grippiness, and all the best parts of the Taom V10, which is the cleanliness, is like they had a love child and came up with this guy and got the best of everything. Even the colors, this color is very muted on the medium, but even the colors kind of look like they could have combined a little bit, you know. Probably just coincidence there, but this medium is a chalk I'm switching to. I mean, I'm just saying, it is better than anything else I've ever used. Me personally, not saying run out and buy this chalk. I'm saying me personally, I didn't want to like this chalk, but instead, well, I guess I don't like it. I love it. Does that make any sense? But this is the hard, the pure hard. It's the green. And everything I said about the medium being a combination of the V10 and Master, the hard is like a combination of the V10 and Triangle. It's even a little bit more grippy than the medium. It doesn't have quite as good a coverage. It is just as clean. I can get just as much stuff on it. I can't say anything bad about the damn chalk. I guess what I'm saying. I did call a retailer friend of mine and ask him, would he be like legally allowed to buy this variety 3-pack and open it up and sell the individual pieces to people? Somebody like me that might come in and only wants a medium. He says he doesn't know for 100% sure, but he's going to try to find out. That's if Predator never decides to start selling them that way. And I have to think that eventually they will. Once they get all the idiots out of the way like me, he'll spend $70 on the variety pack. Then they're going to run out of customers because nobody's going to do that twice. Nobody's going to be that much of an idiot twice. But then they can turn around and say, hey, now that you know which one of these chalks you like, here, you can buy some. And I hope that's their strategy. And if it is, they're going to have a customer in me in the medium chalk. Now, if they never do that, and if I don't have any way to buy an individual or a single style of the chalk, say after a year, after this stuff wears out, I'll switch back to Taom or something. Chalk technology, because of the Taom stuff, it's like Taom is like night and day above every other chalk that's ever been out there, as far as I'm concerned. And it's the cleanliness part of it. But now, now Predator, if they're making their own or whatever, chalk manufacturers have got to take notice of this fact that everybody is really, really lacking the cleanliness factor that all of a sudden now chalk has or can have. A lot of people might be changing their formula. I don't think Master and Triangle are ever going to change their formula because they've been around for too long. The one thing that kind of irritates me, there are a lot of things that irritate me about the way Predator does things. This is just a thing I got with my Great White chalk, and it's exactly the right size to fit my Taom chalk in it. And so this is what I've been using. And I said, well, let's take a look and see if my Predator chalk will fit in it. Nope, it's you're not going to see. That's why I'm not coming up to the camera because you can't see anything that's close enough. It's like a billionth of an inch too big. I have zero doubt in my mind that Predator did this on purpose. They made it a billionth of an inch too big so they can sell some kind of a chalk holder for $159 or whatever. This is what I think they probably did. If they didn't, then I probably just gave them the damn idea. Gee, thanks, Dave. But that's my review. My review of the chalk is all three of them are fantastic. All three of them are every bit as good as the Taom chalk, and I love the Taom chalks. The medium and the hards, I think, are even a little bit better than the Taom chalks because they're a little bit grippier and play a little bit more like the Master and the Triangle chalk that I've been playing with for 40 years. Just me. Just me. But that's what you get on my channel is my opinion. All right. Thanks, guys.